If you hood educated, I'm glad you made it. Allow me to unfold my knowledge, wisdom, and understanding from a hood brother's point of view to all of you, here, there, and everywhere. Now check me out.
In Leland, the search continues for these three people that you're about to see on your screen, who the FBI say are connected to the mass shooting that killed 6 people and injured more than a dozen. Thanks for joining us at 6. I'm Troy Johnson.
And I'm Megan West. That Leland shooting happened in the town's downtown following the homecoming game at Leland High School. That's where 16 WAPT's Beth Al Miles is joining us live tonight. Beth Al.
And outside of Leland High School, that grief stretches far beyond a crime scene. It reaches into classrooms. It also reaches into homes all across the Mississippi Delta. The Washington County Coroner has released 6 of the names of those people who died literally down the street from here. I need you to take a look at your screen. These are the people who died, violent deaths due to gun violence. Again, this is the shooting that happened at the intersection of North Main and 4th Street, where teddy bears and melted candles now paint the same sidewalks where witnesses tell us they saw a horror movie. Now, parents here in Leland are being forced to have conversations they never imagined having with their children, explaining death, violence, and fear, all while trying to reassure those kids that they're safe in their own community.
Me personally, we already talk about them. We religion, we talk about going with Jesus. But like with it, it's like as far as the shooting and the parents, I don't know. I don't have the words to say. All I can think about it as a mother is it could have been me or my kids. So.
And it affected the town because everybody that we tried to talk to all have told me kind of around the same things, We don't really want to talk, or we don't really want to talk on camera because they're scared of the unknown. But the FBI has informed us that there are suspects in custody. And while they are still looking for at least 3 more suspects, I'd like you to take a look at your screen again. These are the men and women that the FBI are looking for. So many parents, just like the one you just heard from, say these tough lessons are becoming a part of everyday life. What we also found out is that the Leland Medical Clinic here is offering emotional support services for anyone who was affected by this mass shooting. We're in Leland tonight. Beth Al Miles, 16 WAPT News.
9 arrests. Not 1, not 2, 9. And I gotta be 100 with y'all. When I first heard about this mass shooting down there in Leland, Mississippi, the first thing that popped in my mind was like, these damn kids. These kids. You know what I mean? Because we automatically assume and think in our mind that it's the young people that's doing all this shooting, stabbing, and fighting and stuff like that. But in this demonstration, it's a little different. And I'm not gonna lie, like when I started seeing the ages of these people that are locked up for these capital murders, I was like, hey man, wait a minute. Now, according to reports, the FBI got footage. They got video footage of every single last murder that went down. And that's why they grabbing people I wanted, and they snatching these people and charging them with capital murder. Check it out. These are the brothers and a sister who are being charged. Tavion L. Powell, 29 years old, capital murder. William Bryant, 29 years old, capital murder. Morgan Lattimore, 25 years old, capital murder. To a General S. Martin, 33 years old, capital murder. Latoya A. Powell, 44 years old, attempted murder. The other 4 names have not been released. And so what that means is, even though the names haven't been released, they plan on charging them with something. I don't know if it's murder, but they plan on charging them with something because they had something to do with those 6 people losing their lives in that mass shooting down there in Leland, Mississippi. Yeah. The 4 of y'all that's on the run, y'all might as well turn y'allself in because we talking about the federal government here. They are not going to stop. I don't care if you fly over there into Africa, Indonesia, Russia, or whatever. They coming to get you. Now, what blew my mind about the whole demonstration is, I ain't gonna lie, I thought it was the young kids. I thought it was them young boys running around with them guns, shooting and spraying and just killed everybody. But no, as you can see, these people is 29, 30, 44. You know, these is adults. These are not the kids. And so that kind of like threw me off a little bit. I'm like, man, you would think that people in their age group would be able to discuss things and talk it out and be like, hey, no, we ain't on that, man. Y'all be cool. Y'all chill out, man. We ain't on that. We come to have a good time. Because all the reports that I'm getting, they saying that, listen, Leland, Mississippi, ain't nothing but 4,000 people in Leland, Mississippi. 4,000? Y'all, that's so small. 4,000 people. And everybody in that city know everybody. That's why all the reports that have been coming my way, people are saying that it was a group of guys that came to the homecoming, the block party, and these guys stuck out like a sore thumb. They ain't never seen these people before. And they said that's why like all the people of Leland were just like watching them, because they walking around with backpacks and stuff like that. And the kids in Leland, they don't be doing all that. They don't be running around with guns and killing and robbing and stealing and doing all that old type of stuff. The most you might ever get out of Leland, Mississippi is some property crimes, damage to property. They only got 10 police in the whole city. 10. Come on now. 10? So that just kind of lets you know the environment. And if you don't believe what I'm saying, check it out. This right here about to blow y'all mind. Leland, Mississippi crime analytics data. Leland crime data. Total crime index 84. And that's 84 out of 100. Safer than 84% of U.S. cities. Do y'all know what that means? 84%. This Leland, I'm talking about, is safer than 84% of U.S. cities. No, but it gets better. Violent crime. Violent crime comparison per 1,000 residents. 0. You see where it says Leland at the bottom? 0. You see Mississippi as a whole is 2.03, but Leland is 0. No violent crime. But hold on, it gets better. Murder, unreported. Rape, unreported. Robbery, unreported. Assault, unreported. They ain't committing no crimes in Leland, y'all. None. Or unless they might be sticking to the G code. They don't do no telling over there probably. I don't know. But according to these reports right here, they ain't doing no crimes. Burglary, unreported. Theft, unreported. Motor vehicle theft, unreported. Leland annual crimes, violent, 0. Property, 10. 10. Property crimes, 10. Come on now. Your chances of becoming a victim of a violent crime is 1 in 10,000. Do you hear that? 1 in 10,000 in the city of Leland. And look, the population is only 3,693. So you ain't got to worry about nothing. And as you see, the 1 in 493, that's just for Mississippi as a whole. Man, come on, man. Them peoples ain't doing nothing. Now, that's a cold-blooded demonstration. I wouldn't mind living in Leland. Straight up. No crime whatsoever. None. Here it is. This is a black community where everybody know everybody. Ain't nobody killing nobody. Ain't nobody robbing, raping, none of that. They just got a few property crimes. That's it. Safe. So when people are coming and they're saying that, hey, hood educated, check it out, man. There was some guys running around there. We don't know who these guys was. So people in Leland are saying that they believe these are some guys from a whole nother city in Mississippi that came to the homecoming and started all this chaos. Because as you can see, ain't no murders in Leland. Listen, the only murders in Leland in 2025 is this mass shooting. The 6 people that lost their lives. That's the only murders in the whole 2025. So that lets you know, I mean, if you know, it's 4,000 people, y'all. So if that little small town, if people are beefing, people are gonna be getting shot, they gonna be getting killed, it's gonna be shootings, attempted murders, all type of stuff. It's too small, they gonna see each other. You gonna see your op every day because y'all got to go to the same store, the same gas station, the same hospital. Look, y'all got to go pay y'all bills at the same place. Yeah, it'll be a lot of chaos, but peaceful. But now you get people coming in to the homecoming and created all this chaos. And one of the cold-blooded parts about the demonstration is one of the guys that they got arrested for murder, his mama went to Facebook, I'm talking about, and let it be known, listen, hey, my son was security over there. Yeah, he had a gun and everything, but he was protecting himself. Not only protecting himself, but protecting other people of Leland. She coming out and saying straight up that, like, look, check this out. If people come from other cities to Leland and thinking they finna do stuff, no, we got guns, we gonna protect ourselves. And y'all gonna lock my son up because he was protecting the people of Leland and protecting himself, even though he was security detail? Check it out. Just so that we are clear, this is his mother on his page. And when I say his, this is Traja's mother letting everybody know about this video that I'm about to show you right after I read this. Live at 5 for a free the innocent people that's locked up. Traja's was security for Cannon's Lounge. Didn't fire no weapon, but tried to protect the public and being held because he was outside majority of the night. If you want to come, I'll be in front of my house. Now, I don't know what mama talking about, but it sounds like mama ain't playing. She like, if y'all want to come, I'm going to be in front of the house. He
say, I'm sorry for the family that lost their loved ones. Y'all have my deepest condolences. Because I don't wish that on nobody. But it's sad about what happened this weekend in Leland, this past weekend. I want to first start off saying, 4 years I've seen people on Facebook posting how they are tired of dodging bullets in their own homes. Me personally, I'm tired of hearing about someone getting shot and killed. July last year, 3 dead, 16 injured in Indianola. Almost every week in Greenville. Now, Leland, trust for charge. Let's talk about it. We didn't have enough protection because one, everybody, and when I mean everybody, a lot of folks feel like Leland ain't hitting on nothing. Ain't nothing going on in Leland. Go to Leland for what? But everybody, it always comes to our homecoming. We never had these problems before this. That's the first thing. We never had those problems. Name and address, you cannot press charges. Unless you want to press charges, ain't nothing they gonna do about it. And when the shooting starts, they go another direction. When you call them, they act like they don't know what street you stay on in Leland. Where this street at? Where that street at? How you a police officer in Leland, you don't know what the streets at in Leland? Even the dispatchers. It was sad, because a few weeks ago, 4 cars are being stolen right from under people's windows where they pay their bills and they live. They've been shooting. It's been steady happening. When Cassandra Rainey passed, we sat down her house, myself and some older ladies. when 3 young guys jumped out the car. Baby, if they somewhere and they shooting and you got a gun and you see me, please protect me. Please protect me. I don't know how nobody else feel, and I know for a fact, these families, well, some of the families, I know these people. Toya Powell, ain't never been, no. My son Teron, anybody know Teron, don't want to be seen. Yeah, people in Leland pulled guns, they shot back. But those bodies was already on the ground when they shot back. Look at the video. But they ain't gonna show you the video. They want Leland people to look bad. Okay, I'm one no one. My son, y'all got Toya Powell, Teron, Rosamond. Y'all got these type of people locked up in jail for defending themselves, trying to get home to their families. So that means we can't protect ourselves now. We can't protect ourselves now. We got to die. Straight bullet hitting everything. Greenville police don't do nothing. Same old people got a rap sheet, big as a dictionary, and they still out on the street. But guess what? They'll be back out next week. No later than next month. But those people like Toya Powell, like I say, my son and Rosamond, it's going to be so hard for them to get out of jail because they are not bad people. They're not bad people. Sorry for what happened. I hate it happened. I hate Deborah couldn't continue something that she started. Giving Lena a good time, a whole block party uptown on a Saturday. You can have fun, do whatever. But no, that was destroyed. But let's talk about it. This don't happen in Leland. Greenville had to hire a station that hurt. But if I get sick and call for the ambulance and the ambulance have to ask Leland police for their assistance, you know where they going? Way over there by Palm Street. They done did it too many times on. I'm not calling for y'all to try to step up because I know y'all, I ain't going to step up. If that's the case, this wouldn't have happened. It wouldn't have happened. I don't think I'm happy. They didn't question no witnesses. They went off a camera that they barely could see all sides. Let's talk about it. But y'all, I hate this happen. And I hate the fact that my son got involved in it also. But the thing of it, I know everybody, all them old folks. Yeah, it was some old folks up there 70-some years old. And then y'all talk about the young folks. Them young people, some of the young people was up there with their parents. That little girl that reached my say, that girl was with her mother. While y'all sitting there, y'all don't know what to say, when to say, and how to say it. You just want to look like something. You get on the internet, y'all talk about everything on the internet. You want to bash this, bash that. Please step up and say something, because that's another thing that they trying to hold against him. Saying he was standing outside all night. You was security. You've been security in Leland for over 5 years. He first started out show, bar, and grill. Then sticks.
You see what I'm saying? I'm talking about, and the cold-blooded part about that right there is that, like, let's just imagine, right? And we speaking, you know, from a hood perspective right now. 9 times out of 10, when you know you done committed a murder and it's all over the news and stuff like that, what's the first thing that criminals try to do? They try to run. They try to lay low. They don't be on Facebook and all that old type of stuff. They trying to get up out of there. You know, we got to let it cool down for a little minute. You know, we got to see what they know and what the streets is talking about. But in this situation, her son didn't run. He was on Facebook. Check it out. He said, I ain't even been asleep, bruh. I'm still running off energy from 9 a.m. yesterday timing. Only thing I see is gunfire, bodies, and blood. You see what I'm saying? This boy right here sound like he traumatized. Man said he ain't been able to sleep. He been up. All he seeing is gunfire, bloods, and dead bodies. Man said he been up. He can't go to sleep. Now, I mean, look, they done charged him with capital murder too. So, I mean, like, I don't know what actually happened because I haven't been privy to the video. But all I'm saying is that usually when, criminals, when we done did something to somebody and murder, oh no, we trying to get up out of there. We got to go to a whole nother state and play our ear to the streets, like what's going on down there, what they say happened, who they looking for. Do they got any video footage and stuff like that? This boy right here all on Facebook. You see what I'm saying? And I'm talking about, like, they got the lady for attempted murder. Like, I don't know, y'all, about this demonstration. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I'm kind of leaning towards, the classic sister, where she's saying that, look, some other peoples had came to their town and was trying to start some trouble, and the people of Leland were just defending themselves, because this homecoming block party been going on for years. Years. And ain't nobody died. Might be a little scuffle every now and then or something like that, but ain't no gunplay. Ain't nobody dying. You see what I'm saying? And this been going on for years. These is family and friends congregating. And all of a sudden now 6 people gone. All because some people from a whole nother town, started some trouble, and they trying to defend themselves. And I don't know, in the fact that they defending themselves, that, people catch bullets that wasn't intended for them. You know what I'm saying? Because when you in a shootout like that with all them people, you don't know where the bullets coming from. You see the bullets coming from that way, you trying to protect yourself. Hey, look, let me get these guys up off of me. You understand what I'm saying? And then something like that possibly could have happened where, a lot of innocent bystanders was killed. And again, I want to extend my condolences to the families, that lost a loved one. As a matter of fact, check it out.
6 people killed in Leland overnight shooting. The 6 victims killed were later identified as 41-year-old Orishma Johnson, 34-year-old Jermichael Jones, 19-year-old Calvin Plant, 25-year-old Shabonia Powell, 18-year-old Kathleen Johnson, and 18-year-old Amos Brantley. Rest in peace to them brothers and sisters.
That's out of pocket. That's out of pocket right there. I'm talking about these people done lost their lives for nothing. They ain't in no gangs and none of that type of stuff, according to the reports that I'm getting. The people that lost their lives wasn't violent people trying to fight people and starting trouble and none of that type of stuff. These were just regular people from Leland going to the homecoming block party, as they done did for years and years and years. And then this stuff right here happened. Now, before I depart, allow me to say this right here. All this mass shooting and stuff like that, I'm talking about, like, especially like in the black communities, where you got a bunch of little young guys, gang bangers, or whoever they might be, running up trying to get at they ops and stuff like that. Man, look, man. At certain times, man, y'all gotta give that shit a pause. I mean, there are rules to engagement. I mean, like, the way y'all playing this thing right here now, man, like, y'all ain't got no respect for people, elders. It was grandmamas and stuff out there. Kids was out there. Man, come on, man. Like, y'all just ain't got no type of rules. No structure. Man, when I was coming up, it was just certain things that you just could not do. Women, kids, and the elderly was off limits. It was like, nah. You not just going through the hood, just spraying up the whole hood while the kids out there, while the elderly out there and all that type of stuff. You would get a violation for that. You would get casted for that. I'm talking about, man, probably even get killed for doing stuff like that. But these little guys right here nowadays, I'm talking about, they just don't care. And the cold-blooded part about all that is this right here. Like, look, to the parents, right? that got kids that got guns and all this old type of stuff. The little kids that they said that was running around there with the book bags and all that, backpacks and all that old type of stuff. Look, parents, stop acting like you don't see your child with that goddamn gun. For real, like, come on now. Stop acting like you don't see your child on social media throwing up gang signs and hanging with this boy right here, knowing this boy right here done shot and killed somebody, or he think he tough and all. Stop acting like that. You know you see your child doing all that bullshit. Excuse my language, but you know you see your child doing it. Stop him. Look, when your child start playing with guns, when you see your child with a gun, look, these is red flags. This is time for you to put your cape on. Hey, wait a minute, hold on. I got to be super dad, super mom, super parents together. Look, no, boy, what you doing with a gun? Who are you into it with? You see, get in his business. Hey, who are you into it with that you got to have a gun? I'm into it with Devontae and them. Devontae? You went to school with Devontae. What the hell you mean you into it with him? Well, you know, Devontae, he hang with them boys over there, and I hang with the boys over here. So, you know, Marshawn got into a fight, and then Devontae and them jumped in, and so that's how we got into it. But y'all know each other. Yeah, Dad, but still, man, you know that's just how it is. Okay, well then, hold on then. Wait a minute, son. Because if the father and the mother know who Devontae is, then that tells me that the father and the mother must know who Devontae's mother and father is. You see? And so that's what, you know, we intervene. Hold on. I got to go knock on the door. Hey, how you doing? Hey, Gerard, let me holler at you, brother. How you doing, man? Yeah, I see you working out, man. You looking good out here. Hey, man, listen, man. You know our son's into it, bro. Yeah, man. My son had a gun. Tell me he into it with your son. And listen, man, I'm finna take this gun from this boy, man. You go check on your son, see if he got a gun, man. We can't let them do this. They finna kill each other out here. You know, had the women there, you know, chopping it up too. Hey, girl, yeah, you know, I want my son to live. He need to go play basketball, football. I want him to be a lawyer, a doctor. I'm not trying to go to no funerals or none of that type of stuff. Them are some of the things that we got to start doing when we see our kids going the wrong way. We got to get involved and we got to stop acting like we don't see them big ass guns in our house. Go in that boy room, start lifting up mattresses and checking the drawers and little hiding spots and stuff like that. Boy, what are you doing with this? You see? We got to start being proactive. We got to. Because we got to look at it like this here. If you're not going to be proactive and you see your child getting active, then you can't be crying. I don't want to see you crying at the funeral when he gets shot and killed. I don't want to see you crying then. You knew what time it was. I don't want to see you crying going to no court dates when he done killed somebody or she done killed somebody and then they talking about giving them life and all that old type of stuff. I don't want to see you crying. No, I don't want to see none of that. Because right now you have the opportunity to stop it. Yeah. Listen, y'all. We all in the neighborhood. We all know each other. Just like that community in Leland. We all know each other. And 9 times out of 10, anybody that's ever gangbanged before, you gangbanging against people you know. Very seldomly, it be a stranger that you like, I don't even know, dude. Most times, y'all know each other. And these cities ain't that big, especially if you on the south side of Chicago and North Memphis or North Minneapolis. Come on, man. We know each other. And if we don't know each other, we know somebody that know each other. Like, come on. And it's just that simple. We got to be proactive. We got to be. Because if we don't be proactive and we going to continue to let these kids do what they want to do, then we can't be mad when they start dying. We can't be mad. We can't be mad when they come and try to shoot something up and then they kill a little baby or kill a grandparent or something like that. We can't be mad about that. We can't be. We got to be like, oh no, he had the gun. I knew he had the gun. I knew somebody was going to die. So we can't be mad at all. When somebody, I'm talking about, catch a bullet that wasn't intended for them, you got to be, hey, all right, cool. You know, I knew my son had a gun. I knew that boy right there had a gun. You know what I'm saying? Hey, look, you got to understand something. Because why you letting your son and his friends running around with guns and all that, them other boys that you know they parents, they running around with guns too. So when they come through that shooting, don't be mad when you get shot in your ass neither. Don't be talking about, man, them boys came through here. No, you got to be proactive. Because you got to understand something. When them bullets get to flying, yeah, you can lose your life. Think about it. Yeah, you can lose your life by somebody, a child that you know. A child that you seen grow up. Yeah, you know his mother and his father. But you ain't gonna go say nothing. So when he shoot you and damn near kill you, if he do kill you, then you look, you had that coming. Look, if we ain't gonna be proactive with our children in our communities, then we can't even be mad at the police. We can't be mad when the police come locking them up, throwing them all over the place, police brutality, beating them. We can't be mad about that. We know they got guns. We know they got drugs. We know they out here trying to kill each other. So if we ain't gonna police our own children, then we can't be mad if the police them. You can't be. Because you gotta understand one thing. If your child is not doing anything criminal, the police have no business harassing them. The police have no business stopping them. The police have no business jacking them up. They don't have no business doing none of that. But if you know your son out there creating chaos and your son is a criminal, then you can't be mad about nothing. If he gets shot, signed up for that, son. Don't call my house. Do not call me. You had that gun. I told you to put it up. Don't call me. Oh, he did? Okay, who gonna pay for his funeral then? I told that boy. You see what I'm saying? Oh, the police done beat him half to death damn near? Okay, I told him. See, we want to let the child be a problem child, destroying the community, killing, shooting up the community, and then when something happened to him, now all of a sudden it's Lord Jesus. Oh my God. No, it should have been Lord Jesus in the beginning. It should have been that in the beginning. As soon as you seen him with a gun, it should have been Lord. Oh, hold on, Jesus, Muhammad, Buddha, Confucius. Somebody come say, help this boy right here. He needs some help. You see, it should be like that out the gate, because we gotta understand something, y'all. Whenever you see your child going the wrong way, you got to cut it at the root. You got to cut it right then and there. You cannot allow it to grow. Because if you allow it to grow, he going to get worse, worse, and worse. It's not going to get better. It's not a phase that he going to grow up out of it, man. You know, he think he cool. No, Because growing in that phase, growing up out that phase, he can end up dying. He can end up killing. He can end up going to the penitentiary for the rest of his life. So we can't look at it like that. We got to be proactive. So stop acting like you don't see them big ass guns coming in your house. Stop acting like you don't see them boys on social media flashing all them guns and doing all this craziness. Stop acting like that. And take control. Be proactive. Now look, I got to be 100 because we got to understand something. Some of these young boys that's out here creating all this chaos don't have parents. What you mean hood educated? Somebody had to make that love lotion to make the boy. Yeah, let me break it down to you. Some of these kids that are out here creating all this chaos do not have parents. And what I mean by that is this. They parents do not give a damn about them. They parents do not care whatsoever. They parents are drug addicts, alcoholics, still think they in the game themselves. Some of them are child abusers. Some of them allow their kids to do all the stuff that they're doing because they benefit from the chaos that their kids are creating in the community. You see? So some of them is a lost cause. Some of them we can't save because of the parents. But for those of us who can, that's who I'm talking to. Those of us who can, that's who I'm talking to. Listen, don't let your child be a statistic. I can't even say the damn word. Y'all know I can't speak English. Don't let your child be a statistic. I still can't say the damn word. But don't let your child be a part of that mess, y'all. Come on now. Come on now, y'all. Y'all, come on. We gotta tighten up. I mean, because look, let me say this right here. If it's just your child that you dealing with, and you know who his ops is, and you know their parents, that's enough. That's enough. We know each other. We can sit their ass down in the same room and be like, man, you boy, y'all bet not. You bet not. Listen, check this out. Y'all tripping. What y'all trying to die for? What are y'all trying to die for? Because that's what's gonna happen. One of y'all gonna die, or both of y'all gonna die. Y'all ready to die? Y'all ain't numbered 19, 20 years old. Y'all ready to die for what? Because of some arguments? Or you ready to die because of something that happened 9 years ago that didn't even have nothing to do with you? You ready to die because of something that happened before you was even thought of being in this gang or whatever. You ready to die for that? You see? We got to sit them down and we got to chop it up with them. We got to. And brothers, let me tell you something, man. For you brothers, look, man, go get your sons, bro. I don't care what that woman doing. If the woman trying to play funny and she don't want you to be around the child or none of that type of stuff, man, go get your baby. Because he needs you. She needs you. Go get your baby. Sisters. And I'm not, beating down on the sisters or nothing like that, but, sisters, by law, y'all get the babies because they came up out of y'all. Y'all get the babies 100%, right off the top. I understand that. But no matter what you done been through with that man, that child need a father. That child need a father. So look, allow that man to get that baby. Brothers, go get your children if you're not in the same household. And for you deadbeat ass niggas, I can't stand you. I can't stand you. I can't stand you niggas. Because y'all are a big problem of why a lot of this shit is going on in our community. Yeah, and I know I probably done hit some of you niggas in the body right now with that. Hit some of you niggas in the mouth with that right there, because some of y'all is deadbeats. And the reason why you feel mad and you feel angered and you feel ashamed right now, because you know I'm telling the truth. And it hurts you. So what I need you to do is I need you to take that hurt and do something positive with it. Go get your goddamn baby. This is Hood Educated, not Lane Related. Peace and love, and y'all take care of yourself out there. If I said anything that caused you to think, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed already. And if you're feeling generous, please make a small donation to the channel. Peace and love.